video you guys have all been waiting for is finally here. And you guys already know by the title of the video what is gonna go down. So, let's get into it right now. This is gonna get pretty, this is the first time I've actually done any kind of video like this where I'm just like sitting down and just talking. There's a first for everything. But first things first, I'm gonna give you a little recap of my hockey journey so far, and then we'll dive into the details. So I started in mites with the Western Junior Colonials in Danbury, Connecticut, and I played Tier 3 all the way until Pee-wees. When I got to Pee-wees, I was kind of like, I want to play Tier 1, honestly, was my childhood dream. Obviously, I want to go to the NHL. That's every single kid's dream. But Tier 1 for me was like, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to play at the highest level possible. I used to be that kid that would research, like, YouTube videos on Tier 1. Like, I would search Tier 1 hockey and just watch that for hours. Hours of just Tier 1 hockey. I don't know why. I just thought Tier 1 was like the sickest thing ever. I'm sure a lot of you younger viewers out there can relate if you're not playing Tier 1 right now. It's kind of a cool thing, like Tier 1, like that's the best of the best. But from Pee-wees, I jumped to Tier 2 in Ridgefield, Connecticut, the Ridgefield Lions, and that year, my first year, we went to nationals. That was the first time I've ever kind of played on something on that stage before. I mean, it was Tier 2, it wasn't like crazy, but that was the first time I won state championship. And then after that, I played one more year at Bantams, and then we actually played, the Ridgefield Lions played the Elite Hockey Academy in Danbury, and I got scouted from that game. I got 2 goals that game, and shout out Pete Gentoli, he was the coach of the 14U Elite Hockey Academy team, and he liked how I played. He's also a smaller skill guy, so we kind of like hit it off right away, but he basically got me to Elite to start my Tier 1 journey. It was a huge commitment. It was an hour drive. I live in the Danbury area, so from Danbury to Northford, which is where Elite's based out of, is an hour drive for me. So that was an absolute grind. I did Elite for 4 years, so an hour every single day is like, not even an hour one way is like an insane journey for anyone. And I did that almost every single day. Plus it was Tier 1, so the schedule was insane. But I want to thank my parents for that. That's absolutely insane. But anyway, we played Elite from 15U all the way to my last age out year in 18U. And I started YouTube, guys, my first year of 18U. It was COVID. Nothing was really going on. I was on YouTube just like kind of browsing around. I almost was like, yeah, let me just start like a YouTube channel, like nothing serious. Shout out Pat Shea. He was in the Hockey Stereotypes video. Huge inspiration for me. He did his D1 college vlog videos, and I thought that was the sickest thing ever. And I kind of saw that there wasn't really any videos at the time midget hockey level, and I was just like, let's do it. So it was COVID year. I was basically in school at the rink. You guys saw the videos. We had fun. We had a lot of fun, but I just started my YouTube journey. Starting YouTube was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. First of all, I'm an introvert at heart, so I might look like this outgoing, like crazy guy, but if you meet me, like, person to person, any of my friends can back this up, I am an introvert. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, like, let's go party. Like, I'm not like that kind of guy. Like, that's creepy. I don't know what is going on in the back right now. But anyway, starting YouTube was the hardest thing. I mean, it was hard, but it wasn't like crazy. But, like, the awkwardness. I cannot stress that enough. Bringing, like, I had I think it was like an iPhone XR at the time. Like the first day of recording, like, oh, hey guys, I'm doing this, and I'm just like recording everyone's reaction. It wasn't even about me. Like Trew Crew was Trew Crew, not Trew Crew me. Crew. Everyone. So I was making videos essentially for the team, kind of, but like everyone has a personality, and then that kind of just morphed into I'm Trew Crew. So I don't know how that kind of jump started, but hey. But yeah, the first year, I knew I wasn't gonna get views, but I've been editing videos since I was 12. I used to make NHL montages. I actually have a secret channel, guys, that I'm gonna be doing reactions to in the future, so stay tuned for that. But I used to make highlight reels when I was from 11 to like 13, and then in high school I just stopped making videos. I had a huge passion for it growing up, and then I started this YouTube journey and everything came flooding back in with my NHL montages in the past. Everything I've ever really loved to do, it was hockey. Hockey was my number one passion for the longest time, and it still is my number one passion. And then editing. Editing was like, I love to edit. Some people are like, editing sucks, I would rather record. But honestly, like, editing for me was like that's so cool, like putting a story together. Like, I like putting stories together. And then with the YouTube thing, it kind of all morphed into one thing where I can edit videos about my hockey journey, which I thought was a really, really cool idea. COVID happened. The Elite Hockey Academy kids all went down to Florida and just played inter-squad games. We all played each other because we couldn't play anyone. It was COVID. And like, that was probably the most fun I ever had. Looking back at it, it was pretty tough. I mean, we were skating twice a day. We had workouts, and it was like extremely boot campy, but not really boot camp. It was hockey boot camp. I had so many memories from that trip. So shout out Peter Alden. After Elite, I went to the Danbury Junior Hat-Tricks. And going into junior hockey, I had a bunch of options. I could have gone to the EHL. I was actually going to go Connecticut Rough Riders. I didn't want to go anywhere far away because I would rather stay here where I live. I'm not like a huge, let me just go travel now to a different city and just stay there for the whole year. I like being kind of local. So it was between the Rough Riders and Danbury Junior Hat-Tricks NA3 team. And when I went into the Danbury Hat-Tricks meeting, the first priority I literally had was I want to be able to record everything. Like, I want to have like no restrictions on recording. So going into my junior hockey career, I wasn't necessarily concerned with the skill level. I was more concerned with how I can record content. So without even knowing it, I was already prioritizing content over hockey. And that kind of is shifting into what is going on now with what I want to do in the future. So after last year, me and Coach Nosy from last year's videos, we kind of sat down and had a meeting about what I want to do in the future. And I honestly, this is going to be shocking for you guys, but like 3 years ago, I decided I didn't want to go to college. College was not for me. I bet that's pretty jarring for some of you guys to hear, but college isn't for everyone. I hated school. I love the college hockey aspect of you get fans, you get like sick facilities. Like, I love that, but then there's school. I already have Trew Crew. I'm already doing what I love to do, so why would I go to another college to pay money to do what I'm already doing? So that's kind of what I was like, I don't want to do that. But it was college hockey that I was like, that's sick. So then another opportunity came up where Nosy was like, hey, listen, like, I know you don't want to do college, like, that's not your thing, that's cool, but you could maybe get started playing for the Fed team, which, if you don't know, the Fed is the FPHL. It's the lowest pro league. The Danbury Hat-Tricks, the big boy team, has a team. So he was basically like, hey, like, once your second junior year ends, you can come over to us and we can get your pro hockey career started. So that was my goal this entire year. And this year, honestly, it's changed a lot. I mean, we were losing, you guys saw the 7 and like 35. So it was a drastic difference from what we played last year. I mean, we were in the finals for our division. We were in the finals and we lost, so that sucked. So this year was supposed to be, we're going to beat the Generals this year. Funny. We're going to beat the Generals this year and it's going to be good. I had high hopes going in, and then I came in and everything was like, where's our team? So that was kind of like the first red flag. I didn't share a lot of this with you guys because it is kind of like, I don't want to put people in bad spots. Everyone was trying their best. Voidy was trying his best. I mean, he was given the head coaching job like 3 days before the season even started. So the team he had was the team he had to build, and like I give him props for that. But the year just went terribly bad. And then if you guys don't know, the Danbury Junior Hat-Tricks NA3 team, not the null team, they're folding. They folded. They're no longer a team. It's the way it goes. It's business. I get it. So if you guys wanted to play on that team, you can't anymore. Unfortunately, you have to play on the null team. So it sucks. They're also building like a AAA program just like Elite, but we'll see how that goes. But anyway, the end of the year, fully on board with going to the Fed. For me, the Fed was a big opportunity because it could continue my mic'd up stuff, my day in the life stuff. And that was kind of like, yeah, let's do it. Like, that's cool. Obviously, everyone are kind of, you've seen the Amesbury videos where everyone wants to like kill each other. So that was kind of like my main concern. But when I got my concussion, here's when everything kind of just started unfolding. I got my concussion and I was out for pretty much the end of the year. I got cleared the game before our last game. I hadn't played for 2.5 weeks, and I kind of thought that was like okay, like I'm not gonna play, but apparently it wasn't okay because I'm not gonna go into detail. It's none of your concern, but it was basically taken the wrong way, and I don't know. It was kind of like disrespectful to me in a way. Like I've been here for 2 years, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and it was a big drama thing going on. I didn't play the last game of the year. Like, how could you do that? Like, I was just... So then I kind of stepped back and thought about what I actually wanted from this. And the whole reason I wanted to do Fed was because it would continue my content process. But in my, like, what I was actually going to do was I was probably going to play for 2 years. Max. Like, I wasn't like gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be my career, then I'm gonna go to the SP, and then I'm gonna go to the East Coast. Like, let's be realistic here. I'm 5'6", barely 150 pounds. Like, I would literally die. I would die. I would die. I'm a content creator. If I was a content creator and 6'5", sure, throw me out there. Like, I'm not Amesbury. I'm not gonna destroy people with my fists. I could be a skill guy, but it's just a huge risk for me. And you might call me I don't care. The other concern I had with the Fed was time. I had a meeting with Billy McCurry, and we had a meeting about joining right before my concussion, so I was still fully on board with it. And he was just like, yeah, like it's got to be kind of like the team over your content. And like at the time I was okay with it because it's kind of like the hockey journey, but I found a new love for hockey, and it wasn't in any sort of way that I thought. I love making videos. Like, I love it. Like, this is honestly my dream job. Imagine I get to the NHL without even getting to the NHL. Hockey content came, and like I was like, I'm building something right now. Like all my passions, editing, hockey, we're all kind of mashing together, and now I love making videos. Like, it's like a no-brainer. So officially from me, we are going full-time with content creation. We have a crazy amount of video ideas planned. I want these videos to be like nothing you've seen before. Like, I want this to be insane. Middle of the summer, we are going to South Florida. I'm not going to tell you what it is. If you want to know what it is, it's going to be an announcement on my Instagram. So follow my Instagram at Trew. There's going to be an announcement of what that is, what I'm going to be involved with in South Florida. And then we're also building something insane in my backyard. I'm not going to tell you what that is either. But I mean, the ideas are honestly endless. I feel like this is right for me. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a grind. But I'm willing to do this, not only for me, but for you guys to get the best videos possible. And I also want to thank you guys so much for everything. Without you, I would never have ever thought this was possible. I always kind of wanted to be a YouTuber, but I was like, that's kind of stupid. Like, who would ever want to watch me? But you guys have shown your support through and through, and I cannot thank you guys enough. And that's why I'm going to be doing a giveaway, a stick of your choice. Any stick you want, I will give it to you. All you have to do is subscribe to me and comment down below what's the craziest video idea that you have that you want me to make, and that would be huge. Well, that's pretty much it. I want to thank you guys so much. Again, From the bottom of my heart, thank you guys, and road to 100K, baby. Let's go. See you guys next time.